So when I got back from Germany, California seemed very, very different. Like the most foreign that I've ever seen it before. I feel like the last few times that I've traveled, I didn't get that eye-opening, life-altering experience that, people talk about. I wasn't really expecting to get that from Germany because, like, it's my third time going, but for some reason, when I got back to California, just everything seemed very, very different. Not sure why, but I think I had like kind of like a life-changing experience in Germany. I should probably start from the beginning. I decided to fly with Norwegian Airlines, which is a budget airline. The airline, well, it had a lot of issues. It kind of like sucked, which, I mean, you get what you pay for, right? About 3 days before my departure, I got a text message saying that my departure time was delayed to 8:30 p.m. And I thought, that's okay. That actually works better for me because one of the bad things about my flight was that I had a 7-hour layover in Sweden. So I was glad that it was delayed like 3 hours, right? Because I would have taken time off of my layover. So I went to jiu-jitsu Monday morning. It was Memorial Day holiday, so I actually went to breakfast. I went out with my team. I didn't want to pack, so I was just procrastinating, just hanging out with my friends. And I got a text message from them that said my flight was going to be back to 5:30 again. And I was like, oh, fuck. So I was like frantically trying to pack. And then my mom gave me a ride to the airport. So I got to the airport and I got to the check-in counter. And the attendant was like, you're in the wrong airport. So I felt really, really stupid, like idiotic. I had to take a taxi straight to Oakland Airport because I was in San Francisco. Thankfully, I made it in time for my flight. I didn't miss my flight. So the first flight that I had was about 10 hours from Oakland Airport to Stockholm, Sweden. And it was very, very long. I tried this. I was hoping that I was gonna sleep the whole way, but I didn't. But one thing that I feel really lucky about is that there was no one sitting next to me on the plane. So I got to Stockholm, Sweden. I had a 7-hour layover, which was ridiculous. I was just bored to death. I don't even know how I survived. My next flight was much easier. It was just an hour and a half, and I slept most of the way there. So I got to Berlin Tuesday night, and I was just so relieved to get there. Once I got out of the plane, first thing I did was I got some food. After that, I went to the train station and I headed over to my hotel, which is in Berlin. Well, I checked in and I got some rest. I took a shower, which felt amazing because I hadn't showered for like a day. The next morning, I woke up, went to the train station, and I headed out to Schönebeck. The train ride is about 2 hours long, and eventually I got to Schönebeck, and once I got out of the train, Nicole was waiting for me on the platform, which was really nice. So she gave me a ride to Edeka, which is like this grocery store out in Germany, and the first thing we did was we got coffee, and we did some grocery shopping for the video we were gonna do. I forgot what else we did. I think we went to the mall. So we went to Nicole's place, and she has this nice apartment, and then we filmed this cooking video, and the video is just like super awkward, so like I'm not even gonna post it, honestly, like, but we did film another video right after, which I liked a lot. So after the video was done, something happened, I guess. So this is kind of weird, guys, and this is kind of like embarrassing and stuff, but I had kind of like an emotional moment. I don't want to blame it on the alcohol, as they say, but let's just say that I had consumed some recreational substances. I mean, I'm on vacation, right? So I don't know how it started, but I was like just talking to Nicole, and like I just started telling her all this stuff and like opening up and getting some feelings out, and I hope it wasn't too awkward for her. It probably was, actually. So I was being like really, really emo and telling her all this shit, and kind of feel bad that I put her in that position. This is like really stereotypical for guys, but like I'm just like a lot of guys who just kind of like bottle up their emotions and just like repress them and just deny the emotions and stuff. It's like, I don't know if it's because of like pressure from society or whatever, like guys aren't supposed to talk about their feelings or whatever, but after talking to Nicole that night, I felt like I had a huge burden taken off of me. I don't want to say it was a life-changing experience, but I think it was, I don't know, it was kind of weird. Like I felt like a new person the next morning. Probably because I sobered up, but also because like I never really done that before. Like I finally got some stuff off my chest. I don't know, I was just on a bunch of drugs, guys. I was in an altered state of mind. So I woke up the next morning and I felt like a new person. I don't know, Nicole was really cool. Like I didn't think it was that awkward the next day. The next day it was just like super fucking boring, like ridiculously boring. I think it was Father's Day. It was some kind of holiday. Like, so I went to Edeka, which is close to her place, and it was closed. And then I just realized that like a lot of places in Germany were closed because it was a holiday. So Thursday was pretty boring. There wasn't jack shit to do because I was in a small ass town. So I thought that Schönebeck was pretty small and boring. And then I discovered Calbe, which is even more small and even more boring. I don't know why I call it Calbe. It's pronounced Calbe, but it kind of reminds me of the snack brand Calbe. On Thursday, we went to Nicole's hometown, which is called Rosenburg, and it's the smallest, most boring place I've ever seen in my entire life. We went through there, and it was just like a ghost town. Just like there's like nobody there, just like absolutely nothing happening. I mean, it almost reminds me of my mom's village. Like, I mean, even my mom's village had more people walking around than this place. It's like surrounded by fields. It's in the middle of nowhere. I asked Nicole what she did for fun as a kid, and she was like, I collected rocks. Thursday night, we went out to dinner, which was nice. I think that was probably the highlight of my trip. We went to this Greek place. I never had Greek food before, but the reviews there were very good, and the food was excellent. I had the best lamb that I've ever had in my life. And that was pretty much it for Thursday. So Friday morning, my departure was at 9 in the morning. So me and Nicole, we left at like 4:45 in the morning, like really, really early. She drove me to Magdeburg, and I was getting very nostalgic there because Magdeburg is where I first met Nicole in person. She took me to the platform. She waited for me to get on the train, and I said goodbye, and that was it. So the trip back home was pretty, I don't know, it sucked. Hour and a half to Sweden, 4-hour layover, and then 10 hours to California. It was really nice to get away, and I'm really, really thankful that I got to go to Germany, which I think was a very unique experience. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you everybody for watching, and I'll see you again next time.